Alright, what up, y'all? We're here for the first listen of the night. We got a shitload of videos to try to watch this weekend. And this is one that I've been pretty hyped for a long time. And this is the brand new Gorillaz Humanz album. And this is the deluxe edition because the deluxe edition feels more like the complete version. And the face, you got Noodle, her face right there. Then you've got 2D and Murdoch and Russell Hobbs in the back there. You got your two discs in the sliding folds there, or sliding, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Folds.
And
crevice.
I talk slower like you're a retard. I talk slower like you're retarded. Oh man.
Get me, Squire!
I cannot get this lyric. I hate it when the lyric book is in the middle like this. That annoys the fuck out of me, man. God, Jesus Christ.
You just don't know how to do it.
I just don't, because I don't want to bend the goddamn cardboard, man, further than it needs to go.
He's gonna throw his disc out in a second.
It's really not gonna bend that far if you know what you're doing.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Anyway, I think the artwork on this album looks really fucking good. You got 2D just hanging on top of the car with Murdoch there. Noodle has boobs now.
She's fat worthy.
She's she's grown up. But I really like the art style on this one. There's a sort of realism that goes into it. It's not like the early days. Some of this is like the early days, like, you know, Murdoch in the background, but all the people, all the humans, I guess, look a little different. But that's a really cool picture. You've got these, they look like KKK dudes. You've got fucking Gorillaz riding these planes, dropping bombs. And then you've got them chilling on a couch. And here they are, just chilling there. But this is a weird looking picture on the back.
The TV show is going to be that art style.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
It's like Adult Swim art cartoon style. That'd be so cool.
Because, like, it looks like those are real people with the Gorillaz heads sort of like
Humans.
posted on them. It's weird looking.
Humans.
It is weird looking.
It's
But
with a Z, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Humans.
it's just like Gorillaz.
Oh yeah. Gorillaz with a Z, Humans with a Z.
The Demon Days with a Z.
No.
Oh,
Demon Days is with an S.
lame.
So, fuck. What do you guys think about
It sucks. I don't want to talk about it.
It's bullshit.
It's fucking.
I protest it.
It's
wrong.
But earlier today, me and Zach were both talking, and one of the things we came up with is that one of the reasons a lot of people are complaining is like, well, I don't like it, it's not Gorillaz. Well, it's because they're expecting it to be like their self-entitled Demon Days. Because that was really just them. It was the band. They sang, they played the instruments. I think there might have been a few guests.
Like, there are guests
There are
all
guests.
over Demon Days.
But
Like,
this
Demon
one-
Days really started that.
We kind of determined, we felt like it was overcrowded. It was like, really, it was...
Yeah.
All the lyrics was done by other people. They might have sung a couple lines in the chorus, and you know, I'm pretty sure they played most of the music. But it just, to me, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Demon Days and Self-Entitled. I mean, I'm a Clint Eastwood whore, and fucking 2000, fucking
Tomorrow Comes Today.
Tomorrow Comes. I love those.
Slow Country.
It's just, it was great. It was my favorite one. Now, this is not to say that this album isn't good. This album is amazing. It is fucking fantastic. It just feels like it's a compilation album that just happens to have Gorillaz in it. But by no means does it mean they didn't do good, because you can hear Gorillaz sound, their musical style. You can hear in the instruments, the music, it's stuck in a lot of in the chorus. You can hear them singing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like, that's fucking exactly what I was thinking.
That's because we both have the same taste in Gorillaz. It's really Demon Days is our favorites.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's in no means is this a bad album. But I mean, this is a 10/10 album all the way. It's just, it's not Gorillaz to me. I mean, it's like other bands featuring Gorillaz. It's like they did songs with other bands, and then they just like, well, we're gonna take it and compile it into one of our albums. But yeah, it's a fucking great album. I love the artwork.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking fantastic. Now, like Saturn's bars, I love it. The music video, it seems like when you watch the music videos, the songs are infinitely better. Because then there's a flow to it, because it's telling the story. When you hear it, it sounds good, but when you watch it in the music video, it's fucking great. And I love the video Spirit House.
Yeah, Spirit
This
House
shit
is great.
awesome. I love it. But in no means does it mean it's a bad album. I thoroughly enjoy it. If I want Gorillaz, I'm gonna pop in Demon Days or Self-Entitled. Definitely not no Plastic Beach. Fuck that shit.
I don't really like Plastic Beach.
No, it's exactly agrees with me. So, Travis?
Plastic Beach is not my favorite.
I don't think it's anybody's favorite.
Do you got anything to add to that, or?
Go ahead.
Spot on.
Yeah. I totally see what y'all mean though about it does.
Josh pretty much reincited what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. Because remember I remember you saying people were complaining that this ain't Gorillaz. This ain't Gorillaz. Well, we can kind of see from their point of view it. But then again, at the same time, like I said, this is an experimental band. Mm-hmm. They've never done the same thing over. The first two albums were similar because they did most of the singing. After that, it's just been all kinds of experimental stuff.
But just like you said earlier, your favorites are still...
Yeah, my favorites are still the self-titled album and Demon Days. Those will always be my favorites.
Yep.
Because they took me places I had never been before.
But you still continued with the band,
and I'm still gonna continue with the band.
That's what's really cool about it.
You never know. One day we might get another one of those albums again.
Because even Plastic Beach, like
one day.
If you would have asked me 7 years ago, I would have told you straight up, Plastic Beach is a piece of dog shit.
I saw you posted that earlier.
Yeah, but now the album's half good. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
On its own right, it's good.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of really just underwhelming stuff.
Like, why did you make the decision to do this?
Yeah, like...
What did you say? It's because he produced, what's
the other thing, too, is you have Damon Albarn producing them all. You had Damon Albarn produce the last three albums, Beach, Fall, and this. Whereas the first album sounds like it does because you have Dan the Automator on there. And if you're familiar with Dan the Automator, if you want more of that first Gorillaz album sound,
listen to him.
Listen to Handsome Boy Modeling School. Listen to Dr. Octagonicalogist.
Dr. Octagon.
Yeah, Dr. Octagon. Listen to that. Listen to anything that's got Dan the Automator or Kid Koala on there. Listen to Deltron. If you like that.
Deltron.
Yeah, if you like that first Gorillaz album sound, listen to that. Now, the second album, Demon Days, sounds like it does because you have Danger Mouse out there, and you've got other really good fucking artists on there like MF Doom. You have De La Soul on there.
Is Danger Mouse producing it?
Yeah, Danger Mouse produced Demon Days.
Okay.
And so when you go back, if you want to hear,
that's a good Danger Mouse album.
Yeah, if you want to hear more of that Demon Days sound, check out Gnarls Barkley. Check out that Danger Mouse.
Oh, was that?
The Danger Doom album. Check out Danger Doom with MF Doom and Danger Mouse. Check out Good, the Bad, and the Queen, which is Damon Albarn, I think Mick Jones, and fucking Danger Mouse, and somebody else I can't fucking remember. So if you like those sounds, definitely check those albums out. Now, Plastic Beach, produced by Damon Albarn. And it's a little. It began oversaturation with artists that like Bobby Womack's got a great song on there. Lou Reed's got a great song on there. But Snoop Dogg, fucking awful. Fucking
Snoop
awful.
Lion.
Most Def on this album. Most Def on this album is fantastic.
For like a year, we called him Snoop Lion.
And De La Soul. De La Soul is great on Plastic Beach. There's a lot of good shit on Plastic Beach, but there's a lot of shit on there that's just not up to fucking the quality that we grew to fucking love from Demon Days. And now, that is, you know, in many ways you could easily say that's the problem with Humanz. But to me, Humanz is sort of trying to do what Plastic Beach did, but doing it way better.
Is it what you wanted or what you were expecting after?
After Plastic Beach, this is exactly what I expected.
Okay, after Plastic Beach.
Yeah, after Plastic Beach.
I was asking if it was what you were expecting after Demon Days.
After Demon Days, I would say yeah.
Because you were expecting better.
I was expecting better than
Beach.
Plastic Beach threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Because I waited 5 years.
And it sucked.
And yeah, it was
Don't
like,
lie.
I'm not lying. It
Yeah.
sucked to me when I first fucking heard it. Like, I won't say the album sucks today. I'll say it's half good.
Yeah,
And
it's not.
half of
it's
it
not
sucks.
what you wanted.
But when I first listened to Plastic Beach all the way through,
You gotta do
I
it
had
for you.
I had that feeling that when all the people saw Phantom Menace for the first time,
Yeah.
and they walked out of the theater being like,
What?
was it good?
I don't know
It's like,
what
it
I
looked like
just
it's
saw.
good. No, it's like, I've seen
It's-
this before.
I love Star Wars, but what was
Yeah, like that's how I felt when I heard
you had
Plastic
to
Beach.
go back
Right.
and see it over
Yeah.
and over.
I had to
and be
listen
like,
to it
what?
over and over, and I really had to concentrate because I instantly loved the first album, instantly loved the second album.
Yeah.
Third one, I had to really dig the fuck in on
Did it grow on
Plastic Beach. Yeah, and it eventually grew on me. I learned to find the parts that I liked. Even the fall is forgettable. Like, it's got great shit on there, but it's forgettable. Like, I never remember anything after I'm done with
actually
it.
happened.
Yeah, that was such a low-key release.
They did.
A very low-key release. Because every other Gorillaz album had massive hype behind it.
Exactly. They had nothing promoting the fall. It just happened.
Yeah, like it just came out. He recorded on his iPad while they were on tour, and he released it for free, and then made a physical copy a couple months later.
That's
Testing the waters.
Yeah, just testing the waters. It was like, hey, I got an iPad
Because
now.
he wanted to start
It's got a music maker on it.
Yeah.
He was thinking he can take Gorillaz the direction he wants.
I mean, really, it's his band.
He can
Like,
do whatever
he's
the hell he
the
wants.
only member. He is the only member. It's him and Jamie Hewlett. Hewlett handles the art, and together they do the stories, and he writes all the music.
It's a band that doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
so he writes the music for the people that sing for him.
Well, he doesn't write. I don't believe he writes the lyrics for. He gives them an idea. He'll tell them, sing. Like basically for this album, he told them, sing as if.
He sets up a scene for them, and they got to
Yeah.
describe it in their own words.
Yeah, and for this album, the scene was sing as if Trump won the presidency,
Yeah.
and then Trump wins.
Cry more snowflakes.
And puts a little more shit in there. And when Plastic Beach came out, that's how they did that. He wrote the concept and the story for Plastic Beach. He said, sing about this kind of shit. Throw this kind of shit in your lyrics, you know? And for all intents and purposes, it works on Plastic Beach where they're going with that. It's just the music didn't necessarily... The music... He said himself, Plastic Beach was going to be the most pop record Gorillaz ever did. And in many ways it is. It is very, dare I say, sappy pop catchy. Like Rhinestone Eyes, there's parts that annoy the fuck out of me, but then there's parts in Rhinestone Eyes that kicks ass. Stylo, amazing fucking song. You know, there's a lot of good shit on there, but a lot of it doesn't mesh as well. But this album, I've got to listen to it more because I've only heard it once so far today. And when I listened to it, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Like I said, it's fucking 12 years after Demon Days, y'all. 12 fucking years. And so, I mean, like, we're never going to get that again. We're never going to get the first album again. We're never going to get Plastic Beach again.
Hell, you never know, because with like the new show, I think, because isn't he writing the story for the show?
Yeah, the show is supposed to be the story of the characters during this album.
See, you never know. He might turn out to be a really good fucking show writer and be like, damn, fuck, I might need to do this.
That would be fun, because, I mean, they've already wrote, they call them Gorilla Bites.
Style.
There's all kinds of short Gorilla cartoons that,
I mean, look at that shit, dude. There's a story right fucking there. That's badass.
Yeah, the story, man, for Plastic Beach is great.
Awesome.
Murdoch kidnaps 2D to go make the album.
Oh yeah, I know. On the inside, the artwork's fucking insane.
Like, 2D did not want to make the album, so Murdoch kidnaps him to make this fucking album. So, I mean, there's an excuse on why this album isn't that good. 2D's heart wasn't in it. You know, Murdoch is the band leader. If you go in the lore of the characters, Murdoch is the owner and the leader of the band.
Winnebago's going to be in it.
It's
First
gotta be,
album,
man.
that
It's
was
gotta
so
be.
great. Put the disc in, play it on the computer.
And so, I mean, like, you know, it's just, this is a band that you gotta really get into the lore, as well as get into the mindset of Damon Albarn, as well as get into the mindset of what's happening in the world at the point the album has been released.
Yeah.
It's like every album kind of comes out at a point in time where, like, a Gorillaz album kind of needs to happen. And
every election.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, you're
Every
right.
election.
You're right.
Every election, a goddamn Gorillaz album comes out. I'm not gonna lie, it does.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. First album 2001, a good year after Bush. 2005, a good year after Bush again. And then 2010, a good 2 years after Obama. And then now 2016, or 17, right after Trump. You're right about that.
Boom.
I guess around every election, we can probably expect a Gorillaz album.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there's
Is he trying to say he wants to run for president?
Huh?
Is he trying to say he wants to run for president?
Nah, I mean, he I don't think he can.
He can't.
Yeah, he can.
No, he can't.
I know.
He's not from America.
I know.
But I mean, like, so there's so many factors, at least to me, in the way I view Gorillaz. Like, because I've been following this band since the day I first saw the Clint Eastwood music video, way back in 2001, man.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been one of my favorite bands ever since, and they always impress me, even on The Fall and Plastic Beach, on my least favorite albums of theirs. There's still impressive shit on there and shit that I really like. So there's more to this band than, oh, here's a new album, let me hear the songs, let me hear the album. I gotta understand the writing process. I gotta understand the concept. I gotta understand so much more about the album, so I can really get into the music. And this album, to me, I hyped it up pretty big. But at the same
they
time,
hyped it up. It was the
dude, massive fucking hype over this album. The hype was real. The hype was fucking real.
He pre-ordered from some other website.
Yeah, I pre-ordered from Humanz
like,
Records.
I went to Best Buy the day it came out and picked it up. He's like, God damn.
Mine arrived today, day after. I'll be happy with that.
Metallica.
He didn't have to go to the store. It came a day later.
Yeah. I saved what, $1 in gas.
I got the air first.
Yeah, Josh got it first.
Yeah, but you run it over here so we can hear it.
But I mean, so to me, all right, I hyped it up for myself, but at the same time, I kind of kept my expectations not low, but I kind of was
in
like,
check.
In check, because it's like, okay,
It'll be another Plastic Beach.
This could sound like anything. And so the weird thing was, boom, Spirit House video comes out.
We already did that. Oh, that's good.
Love the fuck out of that. And then
another one.
he released another. Hallelujah Money came out. Blew me away. Blew me the fuck away. So to me, I'm like, all right, I'll listen to those two songs. That's good. But then Power. We Got the Power came out. Really fucking good. And so I listened to those three. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen anymore. I'm not gonna ruin this album. There's 26 tracks on this fucking album. I heard 3. Fine. Well, I started noticing a lot of people in the comments every time Gorillaz would post a new thing on Facebook. A good chunk of people were hating on it, which understandable, gonna happen. And one comment just the other day had me laughing really hard. They released another song, and one guy says, "Ugh, maybe the 6th time's a charm." I was like, that's funny. But to me, this album surpassed my expectations. It goes in many different places. There's moments that have that Plastic Plastic Beach sound, especially when Damon Albarn sings the chorus on Saturn's Bars. That is a very Plastic Beach sounding vocal effect that he is using, and he uses that on a couple songs on this album. And then the first after the there's interludes on here that are really short and don't really mean too much, but the first track, Ascension, whoever Vince Staple is, never heard of this guy, but his rapping is pretty fucking good on that song. He's like fucking drop that ass forward crash, like what the fuck? The fuck, like the whole album is
The first song?
yeah.
It was great. I really enjoyed the beginning of this record.
Yeah, like the whole album has this vibe of where we're running that hard. Humanity is like running its course. Like humanity is running its course, and you get that on a lot of songs, especially like Hallelujah Money, and I mean, there's just so much going on here that like I really do got to listen to it more. Like this is a first listen review, so I'm giving you guys my opinion based off of the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
And
it should be.
And to be, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Like right now, I love the hell out of this album. Strobe Light is really fucking good. Saturn Bars is fantastic. Moments.
I think it's one of my favorite songs.
It is that good, dude.
It's fucking awesome. And the video,
the video is amazing.
It's creepy as all fuck.
Yeah,
I like how
right. The pizza when he's the pizza singing.
I love the ending when they're all sitting in there like thinking they're just shaking. Like,
yeah, dude. Like,
and then they go to the car and like breakfast.
Yeah.
It's like damn.
It's like, oh well, that was a thing.
That happened. Yeah. He's hanging dong.
Like when they first go into the house, and he's like, let's have a look around. He's like, yeah, that always works in the horror movies.
Yes, I love the commentary.
Yeah,
it's great.
I love it when the characters interact. You never really see that too much unless you watch the Gorilla Bites. And but Moments is amazing. Moments is mind-blowing. The way the music is and the way the word moments comes in every time they go to say moments, it's weird and it's cool and it's like it's really freaking awesome. And De La Soul really are really fucking good on that song, which trips me out. Like this is 3 albums in a row that De La Soul have a song on. Why doesn't he call Del the Funky Homo Sapien back? Why doesn't he call MF Doom back? Like, 2 of my favorite rappers. I mean, De La Soul's cool, but I don't get into their shit by themselves all that much. But they're good on Gorillaz. But why call them back so many times? Call Del, man. Del's badass. MF Doom's fucking awesome. But another thing I like about this is, other than De La Soul, I have no fucking clue who any of these people are. I have never heard any of these motherfuckers. I've heard of Pusha T.
Yeah.
I've heard of that dude. Never heard. First time I've ever heard this guy's voice. But Charger is really awesome. Charger's like the first time I heard like a guitar riff in a Gorillaz song since like fucking Demon Days. Like, at least from my memory, as my memory serves. Submission is awesome. Andromeda's pretty cool. Busted in Blue is like one of the first tracks on here. Busted in Blue is one of the first tracks on here that really is only 2D singing. That it has been kind of rare. Like we have mentioned before, 2D has been in the background for the most part with Plastic Beach. He has a lot of songs by himself on Demon Days, especially the first album. And when you look at The Fall, like the only guest on there is Bobby Womack, and so 2D is all over that album.
Is he really?
Yeah, and yeah, Let Me Out is really good. Sex Murder Party, I love the shit out of that song.
What was the story behind Let Me Out? Was it? Did you really kind of pay attention? Were able to figure out the story? Who's the one that's wanting to be let out?
No, because like I said, I did not have a lot of time really analyze a lot of the lyrics. This is a lot of shit to take in, man.
It's like I was wondering if it has something to do with what's the ghost's name?
Oh, Dale.
Yeah.
Because the thing is Russell hasn't been haunted by the ghost since the first album, because in the lore, in between the first album and Demon Days, Russell goes and gets exorcism done.
Well, maybe the ghost or the demon is trapped in something he wants out.
Could be.
I mean, because like I said, the spirit, it was at Saturn's Bars, and it was, subtitled Spirit House.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something to deal with ghosts, spirits, is what they're looking at, they're going at.
Yeah.
Especially Let Me Out.
And the song She's My Caller is really fucking good. I really like that. Hallelujah Money. And We Got the Power is awesome. We Got the Power has Noel Gallagher on it. And that is a collaboration that, alright, I can see Noel Gallagher working with Damon Albarn before I could ever see Liam doing anything with Albarn. Because Noel Gallagher's he's the more grounded Oasis brother. Liam is the complete dick that
Which
says
one is
shit.
which? That's my question.
Liam is the one who fucking says, I hope Damon Albarn dies of AIDS. He's the one that says Tom York from Radiohead can shit in a light bulb and people will buy it. Liam, yeah, dude, and just like
Is Liam the one that starts all the bullshit?
I think Liam is the one that did BDI. Liam might be the one that did BDI.
See, here's my problem, man. I know the difference in their vocals, but I don't really know their names.
But Liam, just like yesterday on Twitter, talked shit
Liam.
about Noel. Yeah, Liam just the other
Noel
day.
is the one that sings Wonderwall.
Okay. Well, Liam just yesterday, posts on Twitter talking shit about Noel being on this album. And he's like him and that gobshite dude from Blur.
Yeah.
Fucking just wow, dude.
He hates him.
Yeah, dude. And what is so funny is when
same
you
country.
check it out.
Fuck up. Grow the
They're all from
fuck
the same
up.
damn country.
And another thing that's great about Gorillaz and Damon Albarn and himself, the name Gorillaz, their band name, is a reference to Liam Gallagher throwing out an insult to Blur.
What?
During an interview.
Throwing shit like a gorilla.
During an interview, somebody asked Liam, between Blur and Oasis, which ones are the Stones and which ones are the Beatles? And fucking Liam says, we're the Stones and the Beatles. Blur is the fucking Monkees. So isn't that amazing that...
So that's what it really comes down to. It's a rivalry between Blur and Oasis.
Right, dude.
What the hell, man? You don't
wow.
ever see that. That's unique.
That rivalry is deep and it goes back almost 30 years.
It created another band.
Yeah. And what's great is when you look at the Monkees, they were the Mop Top rip-off band and they were a fake band. They were for a TV show.
Yep.
What is the Gorillaz? They're a British band from
Just like the Monkees.
Yeah,
Yep.
from the post Britpop. They're from that post Britpop era, and they're a virtual band, just
and
like
they're coming out with a
Monkees
TV
were.
show.
Yeah, it's so fucking great, and their name is Gorillaz.
They're going full on monkeys.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
They look like monkeys.
Yeah, they do have monkey-ish features. They do have primates.
Yeah, because they all have
Features
a mop
about
top
them.
haircut. Just about.
It's not that. But
Russell,
Especially when you look at Murdoch when he's not all demonic looking.
Yeah.
He very much looks like
Russell's the only one that doesn't, but he looks like a
But they
black
all look
UK
like
man.
some
He
type
doesn't
of
have a
primate.
UK look to him.
Mm-hmm.
They all look like some type of fucking primate.
Yeah, they all do have very primadial. Is that a word?
I don't know.
It is now.
It is now. You heard it first.
You heard it first from the Travis Dictionary of words that don't make sense unless you say it when you need to.
It's
Right.
nonsensical.
And then now that's the main album. If you don't buy the deluxe version, the deluxe version of me is the complete thing.
Yeah, I hate this deluxe.
There's
and regular
6
shit.
extra tracks, including an interlude, which is another thing that makes me feel that this is the complete album. If they were just bonus tracks, why is there a bonus interlude?
Yeah.
Why is there a bonus like 30-second clip? Why is that a bonus?
Yeah.
And why does the last
that
song just
makes
abruptly
no sense to
end?
me. I mean,
The main song literally just
here's the
abruptly ends.
question.
Yeah, because we got the power.
How long is the CD on one disc?
I do not know. And to tell you the
Yeah,
truth,
you
it wasn't
ask
as long
yourself.
as I thought it was going
No,
to
because
be.
they're like
It's
3-minute
not.
songs. There's only one
It's
song
not
that's 4
like
minutes.
the whole thing felt very, very short.
I think it's less
I
than
did
an hour.
say like I felt like some songs were cut off abruptly.
Some do kind of feel like they just kind of end.
Yeah, wait a minute, we're on a new song
reason.
already?
Like it's like wait, well,
Because
okay.
it's like, it's at the same time.
But everything bleeds in together. In
it,
a way,
it kind of
where
feels like
it's-
one big cohesive kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's like it's not that they bleed in. It's like the songs just kind of interlude to the next one.
Yeah.
Or transition to the next one perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah. Not like a house kind of record.
No.
Not like how Chemical Brothers would do.
Oh yeah, they
But
like fade out and fade into the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
This one's like it stops.
Like they
and
the
takes on
tracks
next
kind of
perfect.
transition to
Yeah,
each
but
other
it's
really
still
well.
the same note. They end and begin on the same note and tone on the record. And that was one thing that I noticed. The tone never really changes.
And like, okay, I definitely get that. I gotta listen to it again now because I did not notice that.
Yeah.
The
I mean, they do bleed into each other.
but like not in a
Awesome.
bad way, not in like
No.
a way like every song sounds the same kind
No,
of.
they
hell
don't.
no, it's
They
just-
definitely don't.
Ass.
It's like what I said, like the songs just kind of abruptly end, but it's its own thing.
Oh,
You know, they all make one whole fucking
Hell, there's
thing.
what 1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
20.
5 interludes.
Jesus.
so that makes 21 actual
So there's
songs.
15.
Well, that's not including the intro. I switched off my robot.
So the intro, okay, so that's what 20
14.
actual songs, and
Wait, are you counting?
I'm counting the bonus disc. To me, the album is complete.
Yeah, that's to you, but the mass majority.
Well, that'd be 19 then if you count it.
Mass majority of
There's
people
7
are
total.
not gonna buy the special edition.
If they don't buy the special edition, they're getting gypped.
They are, and
They're missing out on the full fucking album.
that's the thing that I don't like about it. That you can only get the full experience through a deluxe edition.
Yeah, like that to me is kind of it's not necessarily a money grab because you're only spending an extra $1 or $2. Like you really are. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Except for Travis.
yeah, mine was 20. I pre-ordered it on
It's
April
like,
7th.
yeah, it's like, how much was it at Best
Stupid.
Buy? I was like $18.
But I mean,
Well, actually, it was 15 because it's $3 off. So, but
But
it's
I mean,
okay.
who cares, man? I technically owned it more than before everybody. I just didn't have it yet.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah, you owned it when you.
but to
fucking
me,
purchased
it doesn't matter how much is spent on that. It's worth every fucking penny. It's worth
Yeah.
every fucking penny. The deluxe edition is worth every fucking penny because you're not just getting 2 songs like other bonus track albums.
Yeah,
You know, you're getting.
Or songs that don't have nothing
you're
to do
getting
with
a
it. Just
fucking EP.
something
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we didn't add this to the album. We're just gonna toss it in here. It fits nowhere
You're
else.
getting half an album.
Yeah, you're getting half a fucking album. You're getting a straight up EP as your second disc, and it makes the album feel complete because at the end of We Got the Power, We Got the Power is it's a hopeful song to end on if you count the first disc based on the content on the album. All right, it's a hopeful song to end on, but it makes the album just kind of putter out.
Yeah.
If you just listen to the first disc. Now, sadly,
Yeah, because when you started playing the second disc, I was like, wait, we're on the second one now?
yeah, and sadly, when you get to the second disc, all right, second disc, pretty good shit, kind of ends with a putter out. Circle of Friends is not a really good song. It sounds good, but it's the same thing over and over again for about 2 minutes, and it just kind of abruptly ends. So either way, the album abruptly ends, but with the added tracks, the album does feel more complete because you feel like you're getting the full experience. And really you really are. And so get the deluxe edition. You're missing out on a third of this album in a way.
And my rating on this.
But yeah, I like how the music is
it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. There's a little bit of house, there's trip hop, there's hip hop. I do miss the reggae kind of shit they used to do.
There is no rock and funk guitar.
Yeah, I do miss the rock and stuff.
Kind of
it did have a reggae.
His voice is so kind of
there's a reggae beat in there.
Feeling to him when he's singing. So I mean, definitely
there is a reggae beat in that song. You're right. I'm wrong. There is a reggae beat in that song.
All my life.
Yeah. All my life. Yeah, you're right about that. That song is
very reggae.
But I do miss the heavier guitar kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of rock kind of stuff.
Yeah, like that the rock you don't hear guitar on Gorillaz stuff much anymore at all.
Ever.
I mean, shit. I like trip hop music. I like electronica stuff. I like house, and I like. So all this music on this album speaks to me. Even the Plastic Beach shit, even the fall shit. It all speaks to me. Some of it's good, some of it's whatever. But I really do dig everything about this album. The guests on here, all of them do their fucking thing. Like, I didn't think anybody sounded bad.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like Gorillaz sounded like they're kind of out of place. Like at Saturn's Bar when he was singing his part. Because it sounds classic beachy, but it's like you got this reggae beat, and then you just have him this just very kind of monotone part, just quietly. I mean, it fit in. It was weird. It's like it broke it up in a way that's like that's kind of cool. That's neat. I mean, I'd like to hear more from him. But
yeah. I will say the lack of Damon Albarn vocals is felt. Especially when you got songs like Kids with Guns and Don't Get Lost in Heaven. Damon Albarn's got such a cool, unique voice that is surely missed on this album and Plastic Beach. And
maybe we'll get a Blur album one day.
Like, even though I think Blur did an album about a year or two ago. I gotta get their stuff.
It was like a year or two ago.
But I mean,
within 2 years ago.
Thankfully, the guests are good. Like, I don't have any complaints about the guests on this, like I do with Plastic Beach. I mean, fucking.
It all had
Snoop Dogg.
It all had the same tone. I mean, it had this very doom and gloom tone, but it all was the same. Even though all the singers sound different. Their style was different, like you said, different types of genres of hip-hop, but it still had the same underlying theme of that dark and brooding tone.
It's like, that's the concept behind this album. It's like society's running its course. We're getting ready for, the bomb shelters. It's very much a...
That won't happen. The kids will have their safe space. The bombs can't hurt me.
Like, it's very much,
Don't talk to the bombs. The bomb, the bomb can't talk. I can't. It won't hurt me. Blah 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 blah. You're wrong.
Like David Albarn did say about this album that this album is supposed to feel like a nightclub soundtrack to the end of the world, and in many ways, that's what it sounds like, given the content, the style of the music and everything. That's really what it is. And so I guess we'll go on ratings now. What do you rate this, Zach?
What do I rate it? This is Gorillaz. It's an 8. Because I'm interested in hearing more. I want to play it again. I was interested when I was hearing it, but I will say that I did feel that it did not feel like a fucking Gorillaz album. I felt like I was listening to collaboration rather than a full Gorillaz record.
That's
And
why
I know that that's the hipster thing to say about Gorillaz, but this one felt more like that. Like I said
Were the
earlier,
hipster like old
it was
Gorillaz?
like I put my phone on Spotify on a certain genre.
Like a hip hop station.
Yeah,
A
that's
trip hop
all that
station.
came up.
Yeah, it's like you typed in Gorillaz on Pandora and it plays
Yeah.
one Gorillaz song and then it just plays other shit like
different
Yeah,
genres
yeah.
of hip hop. Yeah.
That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And on that reason, that's the reason I got 1 point.
But
9 out of 10.
I probably got to listen to it more, but I said I'd give it an 8, and I won't stand by that as of now because I've only heard it once.
Yeah. It's just because
The songs I did hear, I mean, the fucking beginning track was amazing.
Jones leaning in.
I'm not Jones.
He is pretty tired.
Listening.
he's Jones' eyes closing. That's all right now.
Nah, I'm just bored with the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's a 10 album, but I dock 1 point because I would like to have had more Gorillaz as opposed to everyone else.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit more Gorillaz, it'd been perfect. Even not entirely Gorillaz, but like if they sang more verses, had like this guy did this part of the song and they finished the other half. Yeah. But I mean, all in all, it's a solid 10 album. My personal is 9 out of 10 because
I totally get y'all.
it's definitely, I would love to hear more Gorillaz. A little bit more of their rock style. I miss that. That's one that I really miss, is the guitars, the drum, the drums, the drum kit.
Yeah, because when you listen to it now, it's like I do not
Drum machine.
picture
Yeah.
Russell playing drums. You know, I picture Russell fucking pushing buttons.
Yeah.
Synthesizers and shit. Nobody's playing instruments no more.
Yeah, it's like the cartoon version of what happened to No Doubt. You know, like.
Oh, God.
But it's better than that, obviously. But.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it fits.
This is really just one guy.
Yeah, it's just one dude.
Because it
having
really is
fun.
one guy.
It's one dude having fun, man.
Exactly.
And so, based off of everything that I just
about
said,
Tame Impala.
yeah,
It's
man.
one guy.
But like based off of everything I said, I will have to listen to it more. But based off of that first listen, I was not bored. I enjoyed.
Yeah, I wasn't bored. That's why I gave it an 8.
I enjoyed everything that I heard. It is a definite step up in compared to the last two albums.
That thing, it shit all over Blasted Beach.
Yeah, I mean,
It ran circles around it.
and so based off of all of that, based on my love for the band and everything, and just the style of music that they're using, even though I do miss certain styles that they used to fuck with, I love the new styles they fuck with because they do it well. So I'm gonna fucking give it a 10.
Wow, that's
It's-
the first.
it
That's the
is
first
that-
on this show.
It is that fucking good.
Travis gives it 10
It is.
on a first listen.
It is that fucking good to me.
It's amazing. We need to
I've never
tell
given
us that this is happening so we can have a celebration. Oh my
I've never
God.
given a 10 on first listen
We
before.
have never.
Did-
no one has given a
Even
10.
Lindemann? I would have figured you'd give a 10 to that.
See, I don't think we were doing ratings then though.
Shit, we should have. It would have been a 10.
No one was.
The
giving
fucking album was
Because
glorious.
even when we first
Still.
started doing ratings, it would be like I give it like 5 vagina pictures out of
Well, essentially,
0.
we were saying 10s. We give it 10s.
Like I give it a 10, man, just because I feel everything that's happening on this album, and the album spoke to me. But I give no fucks about all that garbage.
Both the candidates are dickheads and assholes. They're both suck balls.
It's a turd sandwich and a goddamn.
Well, it's gonna be the Democrat's gonna ass blast us, and the Republican's gonna blast us in the ass. Either way, we're gonna blast
I mean,
in the ass.
it is what it is.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is,
But
and
isn't that what fueled this album?
yeah, it fueled this album. But guess what? It's fueling a lot of albums right now. You
It's
know?
fueling
Yeah,
South Park.
you know-
we don't got South Park right now. They
It
better
would be
rewrite
great
shit.
if it fueled another Ministry album.
Yeah, it might, but I mean, yeah. So I give it a 10 because this album is
Fuck up.
this fucking album does its thing, y'all. What do you guys think about the new Gorillaz? I know.
Drives the dog crazy.
I know a lot of people probably didn't get into it, but to me, it totally works. It totally works. There's a lot to take in. I gotta pay a lot more attention to it. Maybe my opinion will change after some more listens, but right now, as of right now, I love the fuck out of this album. Motherfucking 10. An 8, 9,
That's
and 10.
crazy. That's crazy.
8, 9, and 10. So we will see you
What did I
guys.
give a Green Day album when it came out?
Dude, I don't even remember.
I second that.
I probably gave it a 10.
You second what?
That's second that. We should do some more Green Day. I need to listen more Green Day. Bye, folks.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.